I have this book full of dark deeds.
It's
like,
just
what do you
a
want from me?
solid black book.
It is.
That looks like I could get it from a Barnes and Noble.
You can, because
Or a
that's probably where I got it from. I don't
know.
remember. I have so many okay, so I know we got to do like the intro and the 20 seconds of silence, but I have so many fucking like half written in journals and everything. Like I had like there's a bunch of moleskins like that. There's some moleskins that my dad gave me. Like, I found one with my initials that I don't know where the fuck it came from. That's cool. So yeah, I have so many journals. I have so many notes. I have a Hobbit one in my bag that was devoted to D&D, but now that that's over, I gotta use it for something else.
You don't have to.
I have to.
Okay.
I gotta.
I need to just
I
let it out.
I need to write, or I'll die like a shark.
You'll die like a shark?
I'll die like a shark.
How does a shark die, Brooks?
A shark has to keep writing, or else it explodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a fun little fact. Shark Week will never tell you that.
Yeah, Shark Week, the fucking cowards who run it. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this special, shorter episode of Friends by Default.
Where we're all friends here, even if there's only, two of us.
There's only two of us today, Yaskovich and Liam, and our replacements for them can't make it, and so we're here now to be doing a special little episode from you for you.
What makes the episode special, Brooks?
The episode's special because instead of doing our usual format, what happened was, we found out that we weren't going to have any other boys on here, so I took you. I was sitting by the fire, and I took you on my knee, and I asked, Zachariah, what is the thing that you like the most in the world?
Conquest. Why'd you laugh?
Besides that,
Pokemon?
that'll do, pig. That'll do.
I'm glad you told me that we were doing a Pokemon episode, so I knew what the bit you wanted was before I could. I had to struggle. I was like, what do I say? Did I say like Chinese food? Because I had some Chinese food earlier.
You did have some Chinese food earlier.
That's
I heard
close
about
to
it.
Pokemon.
So anyway, we're going to be doing a special shorter episode where I talk to Zach about something he loves very dearly, that being Pokemon, the franchise as a whole.
If you cared about me, you'd talk about JoJo.
Well,
Part 5
no.
was just announced, Brooks.
I mean, of course it was. There's like 8 parts of the book. Like,
Well,
what do you want from me?
Well, yeah, but it took them a while to come out this.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So anyway, Pokemon. That's it, Japan. So let's get into this.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing a special conversational kind of episode, but we promise that it will not be short on goofs and gags
Did
and
your
bits.
Pokemon Go got an update? You can now trade with people.
Yeah, that's kind of what prompted
You can now
that.
send gifts to people.
Because like I know
You can now catch Alolan forms to people.
I don't know what that
You
means.
can give them the dark deeds
I
to people.
do know what that means. So my experience with Pokemon is very limited. I have seen some of the anime. I have played some of the games.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so here we are now. Zach, how much Pokemon media
Have I consumed?
Have you consumed? That's literally what I was about to ask.
I know you. No, I started playing like first you got that Game Boy game. Pokemon Yellow is the best. Pikachu followed you around. He won't evolve into a Raichu because apparently you're not best friends if you make him evolve into a Raichu, which I hated because I wanted a Raichu. I wanted him to learn Body Slam. I mean, he learned Body Slam later, but I didn't care about that after the fact. But anyway, I remember I beat the game. I did all that stuff that was like, oh, if you beat the Elite Four 7 times in a row without saving, you can finally catch Mew under the truck. And I was like, that sounds legit. We live in an age where internet checking isn't a thing yet. We just trust blindly and hope it works. It didn't work. So I had all level 100s. Never modded the game. Never got that missing note because I didn't want to cheat. And then my my 5-year-old sister came by and started a new game, so everything was lost, and we are still on bad speaking terms because of that. And then after that, just playing one of every generation as it comes out.
Is that why you don't talk to your sister? I remember your sister was in the same room once, and
Would not look her in the eye.
You did not even acknowledge her presence.
Cannot do that.
She was crying and saying, "Zach, please, I miss my big brother."
No, it doesn't matter. She knows what she did when she was 5.
So that's fucked up. So anyway,
and Pokemon Snap was pretty cool.
What's Pokemon Snap?
What?
I know what Pokemon Snap is. Well, my question that I was going to ask you to start this fucking thing was,
go ahead.
What is Pokemon for people who don't know?
Pocket monsters.
Don't be like that. Don't take it
okay.
that direction, please.
Okay, fine,
for
I'm
the
not
love
Liam.
of, for the love of God.
Nah, Pokemon is a sensation. It's like Mario Brothers. Do you know what Mario Brothers are?
I do know what the Mario
Then
Brothers
you know
are.
what Pokemon is. Don't you play games with me. If a person is listening to a podcast on the internet and they don't know what Pokemon is, I don't know how they got to this.
How they found their way to this specifically?
No, to this point in life.
How necessary is it to know Pokemon in order to function in our current society?
How important is it to know Pokemon? Not that important. But how important is it to know of Pokemon? I'm going to say pretty important.
Pretty important?
I mean, yeah, it's like, if you know about Pulp Fiction or any of them rings in the stars.
Star Rings?
No, what is it?
I love Star Rings.
Star Rings or Lord of the Wars.
The Lord of the Wars.
Yeah, it's like a pop culture thing, and Pokemon Go has made it so literally everybody knows about Pokemon again. And if you find me one person who doesn't know anything about Pokemon, I'll call you a liar, because they know what Pikachu is, because it's a money marketing piece of shit.
So question number 2,
okay.
which you already kind of answered with your opening. Well, you didn't even answer what is... Just say what the fuck Pokemon is.
Pocket monsters.
Pocket monsters.
There's monsters that fit in your pocket because you throw a Pokeball at them and then you put the Pokeball in your pocket.
Okay, so it's a video game series that started in the mid-90s on the Game Boy Advance, or Game Boy, or whichever one was the first one. And Zach is looking at me like I just murdered his dog or something.
Because I've never heard anybody explain Pokemon before, I guess.
Why does Pokemon appeal to you? What is it about Pokemon specifically that appeals to you so much?
When I was younger, it's just a bunch of bright, colorful things that you're just like, I can have that, and it's mine forever, and I get to go on a wild, crazy adventure. I get to go on a boat to a different island where there's a guy who's pumping iron, and he goes, "You want a gym badge?" I'm like, "Yes, sir. Yes, please." And he goes, "That's what I thought." And then he sends me to a different city where I can get a beauty pageant badge. That sounds pretty great.
I feel like we kind of fast-tracked by... Okay, so there's a man on an island pumping iron.
His name's Broly.
So Brawly is on the island.
Yes.
He's fucking huge.
He's jacked.
He is jacked. He is what the kids refer to as swole. And he looks you dead in the eye and he says, "You want a gym badge?"
I say, yes, please.
What do you want? What are you going to do for it?
Beat you up with my Pokemon.
And then he lets out like a hearty laugh and he says, "Not if I..."
Yeah?
"Not if I beat you first."
He says, "We don't do Pokemon battles here, kids." Like, what do you mean? And then he breaks a beer bottle on the table and he says, "We play human fights." Like, what's that? He's like, "Broly, use neck snap." And then he runs up to him and snaps his neck.
So the bottle break was just an intimidation
Oh,
thing.
absolutely.
He did not have any intention to use it as a practical weapon in this fight.
No. That's ridiculous. You're ridiculous.
So as someone who's never been in a real fight, is that how they work? That you out loud say, like, refer to your name in the third person and then use the move that
you take turns. You go first, and then they once they come back to their senses, then they go. Or if you knock them out, you win.
So if I'm in a fight with someone, like...
You just got a one-hit KO and the fight's over.
So I'm like, "Brooks, use punch." And it is incredibly ineffective. And then he's just like, "George, use slap." And then he slaps me, and I'm on the ground, and I'm like, "Brooks, use cry."
And I mean, that would make George's attack fall, probably.
And
because he's like,
then
I want to punch his kid in the face.
He's just like, geez. I didn't know this is what this was going to be.
He's He's really crying. You're like, oh. Is he dying? He might be dying.
Man, that impression of me is so spot on. Like you got me. You got me.
But yeah, long story short, it's because I like to get attached to those little digital dust specks.
So it is the collection aspect of it.
I mean, not really like collecting all of them, but like as soon as I catch one, I'm like, yep, this one's mine forever now. I'm gonna make sure.
So it's not like the collecting all of them thing, which like people outside of Pokemon kind of always assume is the appeal. Like people like the back when it first came out, like the creators of South Park and everything, who just like kind of assumed that it was all just like it was like purely a marketing thing and everything. Like, but for you, it's more like you get a team of your own special little guys and gals.
Yeah, it's like you go first Pokemon you catch, it's like, oh, it's a Pidgey, oh, whatever. But I'm like, this Pidgey is sticking with me towards the end of my journey. And it's like it's about going from being the worst to being the best.
Yeah,
it's nice little. And then you play competitively, and it's not fun anymore. And everybody's good at math except me, and I give up.
So you're more of a single player Pokemon kind of guy.
I mean, unless somebody wants to trade, hit me up.
What if they're just like, hey, I want to trade? Like you get like a letter in the mail. It has like
and they say, hey, I want to trade. I'm like, that sounds
yeah.
good.
It has the fucking serial killer like clipped out like magazine bits. Like I want to trade. Meet me at this time at this place.
Seems legit. Yeah,
and you go there, and then like it's like some kind of like fucking field at night, and then you're just like, I'm here, and then he rises out of the grass, out of the tall grass. Ironically, you both have a slight chuckle out of the deal. It's the thing from the game, and then he's like, I'm gonna trade with you.
What do you want?
And then he throws off his trench coat, and he has all these.
Does he
Pokemon.
throw off, or does he like whip it to the side?
He throws it off,
Okay.
and he's just like trade blows, and then the battle begins. And he's like he's like a nerd, so he's like really good at math.
Oh fuck! Can I pull out my gun? Because I wasn't gonna come to this trade unprepared. I was gonna have a gun. Zach used fire.
Is Zach able to learn gun?
Zach is able to learn gun through the move tutor known as Dad. Dad taught Zach how to use gun, and gun is a good move. It's a one-hit KO. If I can hit.
If you can hit.
Yeah. So do I hit? Bang.
Miss.
Bang bang.
Hit, miss, hit.
Oh, okay. Wait, where'd that fourth bullet come from?
There's a secret other shooter. So it's like you get like a whole mess of adventure and everything. Yes. So that's what appeals to you specifically. What insights do you have to offer about Pokemon?
What do you mean? Like
what is your personal experiences with it?
I mean, if you played a Pokemon game, just go back and play it again. But this time, if a Pokemon faints, you have to release it.
That's the Nuzlocke challenge.
Yeah, dude.
Correct? For those who don't know, the Nuzlocke challenge is this thing in Pokemon, among fans of Pokemon, where when you play a game and it's sort of like a permadeath mode.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like variants on how the rules work, but the main one is whatever Pokemon you have, if it faints, then you release it.
For those who don't know, in the normal mechanics of Pokemon, when you battle the creatures together and everything, if they run out of like hit points and everything, they faint, and then you just take them to a hospital and you get them back and everything. But the Nuzlocke, it's a little bit
that
of a
don't happen.
That don't happen. No. It's how many Nuzlocke runs have you done?
Successfully or failed?
Both.
About 5.
About 5? Each for a different game, or were there some repeats?
Different games.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, I'm going to start off in the leaf green one and do it there. I'm like, oh, cool. Now let me do Sapphire. Heck yeah. I got through that one, and they lived. And the other one's not so much, because it like hits you hard. You're like, yeah, this one's fine. And then like they get hit with a critical, and you're like, oh my god.
And you can name the Pokemon too and get like super attached.
Yeah, dude, that's what I do. Because then it makes me invested in the game, and I'm like, I'm going all the way to the end with you guys. And then one of like my heavy hitters dies, and I'm like, the sun's gonna clear up. Put on a happy face.
It's a very emotional experience for you.
Yeah, I named a Zigzagoon Patricia because I spelled Patricia wrong, and it died, and I felt sad.
You felt guilt for never getting its name right.
Yeah, that was it. What other questions do you have?
Okay, so what's better, the games or the anime?
The games.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because in the anime, that is all the marketing right there. With the game, you bought the game. You already paid money for it, so now you get to enjoy it. In the show, it's just, whoa, look at all this merch you can probably buy. But I bought the game, so like I don't need to look at the merch. I'm holding the merch.
So are you saying the anime exists only to sell merch?
Yes.
Pure and simple.
Yes.
Not even a single, like...
No, it's like advertise. It's the anime exists. You're like, what's this? Oh, they made a game on this? I'm going to buy the game.
What about Pokemon, the movie?
Which one? Because there were Pokemon movies for the anime, and there's the Pokemon movie that is about the video game.
The anime one.
No. I mean, they're all fun, but
Pokemon 2000.
I like that one.
Pokemon 3000.
It's Pokemon
1000.
No, it's just Pokemon 3. And then there was Pokemon Forever.
Forever 1000.
Next question, bro.
Pokemon the game 1000.
Oh, they did it. They cracked the code. They found out what the fans want.
They cracked the code. What are the best and worst games? In your opinion.
Probably Soul Silver is one of the best games, just because any Pokemon will follow you around the whole time. Like, they have the little sprite that follows you around, and it's like a nice little touch that makes you go, this is a good game.
So there's no...
And then when they die and you never get to see that sprite again, you're like, this is a good game.
So it's never like differences in the mechanics.
No, all
or
the mechanics
aesthetics,
are always the exact same.
Or like the actual Pokemon in the game.
No, like I mean, like the Pokemon come and go, and like there's like each generation has its own like what is it, quirk that like makes it. Ooh, this is the new wacky thing. This is why you have to buy the game. We got secret bases now. Ooh, you can make your own tunnel with a labyrinth in it, and like that's fine. There's a couple bells and whistles added to it, but the game core mechanics are all the same. It's, oh, hey, you're a kid starting your journey. You got to go collect gym badges. There's probably an evil organization. Yeah. You're going to take it down by yourself.
Yeah, it's like a starter RPG for kids.
I would love a darker version of Pokemon, but like I don't think that's going to happen. But like if it did, hey, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I buy most of the Pokemon games in a heartbeat.
You may be able to find that in fan games because I know there's a large fan community.
Yeah, but I want them done well because I know there was one that was like, oh, it's a Pokemon game, but it's set inside of a cultist church, and I'm like, this is strange. I mean, I'll play a little bit of it, and you lost me.
They lost you.
They lost me. They made Pokemon Plutonium, which got shut down by Nintendo.
Cool. What was
Pocahontas?
Plutonium?
Pokemon Plutonium was it was just a whole new region. Like they added a bunch of new Pokemon that were all fan made. It was effectively a whole new fan game that was a little bit more dark because radiation existed in that world, and like there was a new type of Pokemon, which was the radiated Pokemon, which all their attacks were super effective, but they were super affected against everything, so it's like a double-edged sword.
Right.
And I was like, ooh, that's kind of neato. But they took it down because too many people were like, this is great, this is a Pokemon game, and it's like, it's not a Pokemon game. There's ass. The word ass is in that. We can't have that in Pokemon game. Censor it. Take it down. Copyright.
Shut it all down. Shut it all down.
And then I just walk past all my monitors with a super magnet and then light it on fire.
What are some of your favorite Pokemon? And what are some ones that you've seen that you're just like, what?
Shuckle. Shuckle's the what?
Shuckle's the what?
Yeah, I'm just like, you're just. Do you do anything? You don't do.
What does a Shuckle look like? Is that no? The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Mime, who
yes.
I'm like, why do you exist?
He's a mime. That's why he exists. That's mime. He exists.
So, what are some of your favorites?
I like Spinda.
Spinda? What's Spinda look like? What generation is Spinda from?
Think of a teddy bear, little teddy bear, third generation. He's a little teddy bear boy with swirly eyes. And fun fact about him: there's like over like I don't know. 36,000 variants of him because like he has 3 spots on him and they can be located at any spot above like the neck. So like each one's different, and it's really cool. And I like that a lot. And also Larvitar, because he evolves into Tyranitar, and he's a cool little boy.
Ooh, a dinosaur Pokemon.
Yeah, he can kill, and he will kill.
I saw, like, not to diverge, but I saw Jurassic World, the new one. It's so bad.
I have no opinions on the Jurassic series.
We gotta watch Jurassic Park together.
I have not seen it.
You will. You will.
I'll probably see it and go, haha, fat guy on a computer.
I mean, it has that. So
I know. That is the only thing I know about it. It's him going, you didn't say the secret password.
The magic word.
You didn't say the magic password.
No, it's just the magic word.
Magic word's a weird password.
No, you didn't say the magic word.
That doesn't sound right.
That's
How many times have I seen Jurassic Park? More than you.
I can't argue against that.
Yeah,
like
that's
like just it's trying to argue with like a brick wall or something. So, for this next one, I literally just wrote down Pokemon Go, yes or no.
I mean, how much are you playing it?
Well, please explain. Well, everyone knows, but please give like a quick refresher of what Pokemon Go was.
It's GPS, but like you have Pokemon by you.
It's like an AR, like an alternate
that's what
reality
Yeah,
game.
but it's kind of neat. Like I'll pull it out whenever I'm in like one of the old roads, one of the like historic towns, because it's like, oh hey, every 3 blocks or whatever, there's a Pokestop, so that's neat, and you can catch Pokemon. However, people like my mother have been playing it almost nonstop. She'll come home from work, get changed, and go, hey guys, I'm gonna go and drive around and get some Pokestops. Do you want dinner? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, well, make it yourself. I'm like, okay, bye, Mom. And then she doesn't come back until she's caught them all. I haven't seen her since.
Man, you have a lot of family stuff tied to Pokemon.
It's weird,
and
right?
by stuff, I mean like bad stuff.
I would just call it a normal family.
This is turning from like a short discussion of Pokemon into like expose on your life.
Let's not worry about it. Let's keep talking about Pokemon, Brooks. Nobody needs to know about my secret Poke life.
Your so-called Poke life?
Yes. Oh, Pikachu TV was also a weird one. Pokemon TV.
Pokemon TV? Tell me about that.
It was a video game where you watch TV with Pokemon.
What?
Yeah. Like you had a TV. It was not first person. What is it when you're watching it from your eyes?
It's first person.
Yeah, it was a first person game. And all you sat in your room, and you had a TV in your room, you had a bed in your room, and there was a sliding glass door, and like Professor Oak talked to you through your TV, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's a Pikachu. Do you want to let it inside?" And of course you're gonna let Pikachu inside. And then he starts running around your room playing with your fucking socks, and then he's like, "Oh, let's watch TV." And then you watch TV with Pikachu, and that's the game.
What?
I would play it again if I could.
This is literally the first time I've ever heard of this. This is wild. This is wild.
No, hold on.
Like I've heard of Pokemon Snap and everything, and I've heard of like the arena fighting stuff.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. Like what did you watch on TV with the Pokemon?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it first. Pokemon TV game. Pokemon Channel. I'm sorry, that's what it was called.
Still nothing. Still nothing.
See, that's what it looks like.
Pokemon Channel.
You just watch TV with a Pokemon.
Like, what shows did you watch?
Let's see. There's the Wobbuffet News, which is just Wobbuffet saying Wobbuffet over and over as you read the subtitles of how the news goes. In-game, of course, not real news. What else was there? You could watch some original Pichu animated shorts. There's like a game show with some mini games on it. Just like a bunch of small things that you can do as you sit next to Pikachu and you go, "Hey Pikachu, you having a good time?" And then you like tap the A button and the Pikachu will look at you and go, "Turn the TV back on, motherfucker." You got it, Pikachu.
Okay. That is buck wild. Like
I would play
that
it again.
That they sold that.
It was so addicting.
I would play that. I would play that if it was like a streaming thing and they connected it to like actual TV, and or like not even that, you could like put on a movie or something and have it play inside, like on the TV.
Yeah, no,
in
that'd
this
be
thing.
cool.
Like that sounds kind of cool and everything. But like, how much did they sell this full price?
I imagine they did. Like,
Holy
there's
shit.
also other things you could do. Like, I think you could.
Could you go outside?
Yeah, like to like 3 different locations, but of course they were like you couldn't move around it. You could look around, like, oh, you go to forest area, you go to beach area, or you go to. I think that was it, actually. Oh no, yeah, hidden Mayan temple that you could sacrifice Pikachu to, or so, like weird.
If it was realistic, like the 3 locations would be like, you can go to backyard, you can go to front porch, and the special secret location a few steps out from front porch.
Hurry back! You don't want to catch the sun.
Yeah, like who you gonna talk to? People? No, you got Pokemon. You don't need that. You don't need people. So
this message is sponsored by Pokemon. Pokemon. Get on out there. Play that Pokemon Go.
okay, so the last thing I wrote down was riff on Pokemon until you hit 30 minutes, and we have hit 32 minutes.
Perfect.
And I will be editing this down to just the best bits to like a 10-minute thing.
Okay.
So
Sounds.
I think we're successful in getting a little Minisode.
We've done it, Brooks.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go play Pokemon Channel because I forgot I had it.
Oh, wait, you do have it?
I don't. I want it, though.
You can probably find like an emulator of it or something.
I might. Either that or... Oh, wait, I could probably get the emulator on my phone. Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
All right.
Maybe, if I can get it to work. I'll let you know next week.
All right. Yeah. Like we'll have a little stop on a normal. We'll be back with a normal episode next week, hopefully, and we'll see what happens.
Next time, we'll have Yaskovich, and then I can yell at him again. I want to yell at him again.
You want to yell at him again?
I'm going to shout right in that boy's face.
Why though?
I don't understand the question.
I don't understand the answer.
See you next time.
See ya.